It's very interesting that this place has a spaceport, but we've got work to do. Let's do this! Yeah, look at that. Little things that are like attacking the hull, but that's why I have hull repair. I am very curious to see what systems these people have. Go! Let all my dudes come. I am very excited still to play whenever, you know, the folks get the coalition stuff working. I really want to get like the coalition stuff. Although like they're adding new aliens on each patch, and it's very interesting. They got to flesh them out though. As before, you are directed to Halcyoria's private spaceport in the northern hemisphere, where a landing pad has already been cleared for your arrival. You and Successor are given fewer escorts than before, and you can't help but wonder if the absence of your quarry is particularly conspicuous to them. Soon enough, you once again arrive in the Scion's chamber, where Rajora and the others stand waiting for you. "Hail, Captain Schatz," Rajora says, this time speaking with their own voice. The sound feels warped and uneven, as if they are being rearranged midair. "Tell us, that has brought that item of our desiring?" "No, I have not." A flash of black, ruffled skin passes over Rajora's body. Several of the other Scions perform similar displays. "'Tis a shame, Captain," they say. "If thou canst offer no utility to this house, then we see little point in retaining thee as an ally, much less rewarding thee for thine absent service. Trouble us no more, and be gone." They turn around to face away from you, and the guards slowly peel away from the walls to escort you. Successor remains watching until the door closes shut behind you. As you return to the landing pad, you notice that while your ship has been refueled, the pad itself is slowly being flooded in none too subtle gesture that encourages you to leave. Well. Okay, so now I can't land there. So here's the interesting part. Do I trust it? And the reason is because, so I have this save here, which is the start of us like checking stuff. So if need be, I can all go back to it. I have these saves that I'm pretty sure that this one is the plan. See, like, I have a save that if it's a problem, we can always go back. So I'm not that worried. What to do? What to do? See, I don't know what to do. Let's see if the fact that they didn't stop me from landing on any other systems is telling to me. You know, maybe we'll be able to do something or not. Who knows? Yeah, I'm not sure though. Maybe it was. It's like, I mean, that would be funny if that was it. It's like, well, you didn't do what we said. Get the hell out of here. See, now I'm not sure whether to go and restart this whole thing or not. Interesting sound. Ah, here we go. I don't think I've seen this planet, that's why. You've never seen a spaceport that's entirely underwater before. Next to your landing pad, there's a massive window into what you might call an aquarium, but what seems to be some sort of lounge for the Successors, who swim around and organize themselves around several multi-layered tables. Yeah, I am not sure here what to do. And again, I have a save, just in case, for this. I was really hoping that... Yeah, see, I don't know what to do. I think I haven't seen this one either. Near to your landing pad in the spaceport here, you see a large circular pool with several Successors milling about in it. Some relax against the edges while others appear deep in conversation. One trio of individuals is followed by a small salamander-like animal that swims behind them and plays between and around their arms, making soft splashing noises as it jumps in and out of the water. How playful, joyous, and everything. I think we might have to actually go back and... So these are restricted. New houses. Old houses and new houses. Yeah, let's go see what's beyond here. Now this is very interesting. Successors. Both are restricted. Whatever. Looks like we can land on one of these. Uninhabited, of course. Alright, there's another planet we can land on. Is it also uninhabited? Because if it is, I'm not going to land there. Uninhabited, we're not landing there. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got. What's going on here's. Oh, that's interesting. The other thing. Okay, I guess we're going here first. The station appears abandoned. It is old and decaying. Yada yada blah. No, the spaceport. Great. What's the point of having a spaceport? I'm not sure. I wonder, so these are like old houses and new houses kind of thing? No spaceport. What? Really? There's enemies around here? Kind of like that. I'm kind of liking that. Maybe there's going to be some pirates around or something. Uninhabited. Both these are uninhabited. And there's a spaceport. I mean, there's some type of station here. Oh my god. Yeah, just hold on. It's fine. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I want to see what they've got here. Oh, they're running. They're running like little turds. Come on. Was that my chance and I blew it? That's an interesting start. Here we go. Let's see what you got. Edge Shield Cortex. So we could just capture this thing. Which we will. Oh, that's interesting. Now they're hostile towards me. Interesting. So they attacked me, and now they're hostile. I think I'm doing something wrong here on this one. I think we're going to have to... I mean, whatever. Where's that little thing? Nothing going on here. All this stuff is uninhabited. You know, yeah, I'm just not sure. All right. All restricted still. Yeah, I am just not sure. I made the joke, it's like, oh yeah, it's like, well, you didn't want to kill something, so, you know, you failed this mission and now you're screwed. And there you go. Why you ask, am I going over here? Because I want to see what other things there are. Yeah, I'm coming to get you guys. Come on, where you at? Where you at? It's a cavell. All these little, tiny little puke things. People's houses. Successor. Let's see what you got. Come on over here. Why don't you come get me? Where's your bigger ships? Where your bigger ships at? Is a bigger ship? Got beam weapons, so that's interesting. They're all little tiny ships, though. I'm just gonna take them. I don't know. I don't see any bigger ships, so we're gonna come over here and see what's happening. Forgot I had that. I always forget that I have afterburner. See, I think I'm gonna have to restart this. Oh my god, that's gonna be annoying. Shortly after you set the Severa personal ship down on Mosa Oa Veret, you notice a faint trilling coming from your cabin on board. After rummaging through, maybe this is it. After rummaging through some of your belongings, you discover that it's coming from a Successor data sphere, which is vibrating intensely. You pick it up and it projects a message in a familiar-looking script that you quickly realize is that of the High? After running the text through your ship's High's translator, you're able to decode the message. House Cut Tree requires audience of human captain. The sphere slowly switches back and forth between displaying this message on a map into the Western Successor space. So that's interesting. Where are we going here? I don't know. And now you know, now one of those people are like pissed off at me. So maybe this is part of it. See, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do here. This is where feedback helps. I'm gonna keep the other one. Here we go. As you enter this planet's atmosphere, the data sphere begins to trill again and projects a different map, this time highlighting a set of coordinates on the night side. You adjust your course to fly there, setting down in the Superior personal ship on a patch of land next to a large lake. The data sphere offers no further guidance. Well, the only thing you can do is wait. A couple of animals swim in the water in the distance, making a faint honking sound every once in a while that lingers in the starlit air. Look around. The glow of the Superior personal ship's lights attract a swarm of flying insect-like creatures that vainly dive at them again and again. A gentle breeze ripples through the leaves of the flora surrounding the lake. Check your sensors. Inside, a light in the cockpit control panel flashes as if your ship was being scanned, but there's nothing on the sensors, and the alert disappears almost immediately after it began. Soft thunderclaps from a distant storm startle the animals on the lake, and they leap up into the air before gliding back onto the water surface some distance away. Step outside. The minutes of night wear, and curious, you step out on your ship's boarding ramp to get a better view of your surroundings, to no avail. Despite this, you continue to wait. Eventually, after the night has worn a little more, you hear the sound of water rushing. A small vehicle emerges from the lake and parks itself alongside your ship. A couple of Successors get out, one of whom approaches you. Captain Aaron Schatz, they say. Their voice sounds strange, like their words are being carried from a great distance on the wind. The sounds ripple and bend as they speak them. That's right. Good. I am an envoy of the noble scions of House Kajra. I attest this to myself as Sarjret of Somber Sezra. Sarjet's skin erupts with green splashes as they say this. Thy liberal patience is well appreciated. They splay their arms in the same manner as when you first greeted by the Successors, and the two other behind them do so as well. Ah, they continue, but thou surely must be curious why we've called thee here. Thine actions, knowing or not, have benefited this noble house, and 'twould be craven fools to fail to recognize that fact. Pity understand thee, now that Rak Urvar was our world, and not Sioria's. So too, the Kijran, ours, were never theirs to hold or grasp for. Ah, here we go, now we're going. So the Kijran belong to you? Shajret shivers with texture. More than just belong to us. 'Tis true, the Kijran, Kita, and Kor alike are our creations, bred and shaped as the hybrids of a dozen strains. Why was it that the life of our world endured while the life of the rest had long since perished, eroded by the harshness of the gravid void between the blasted stars? 'Twas the old house Cartridge that strengthened their children against this decay. That we were forced to leave them behind was one of many sorrows. 'Tis much better thy quarry flies free than for another house to subject our charges to their whims. How is it that you can communicate with me? Ah, there's that matter. Much as the high houses might prefer to believe that they, or rather we, act all within the veil of secrecy, we're all too intertwined to keep our projects hidden for too long. The details of thine arrangement with Cioria and its repercussions were apparent to us soon after its conclusion. And surely, too, will the details of this meeting eventually become apparent to other houses and their scions. Sajret pauses for a moment to straighten some aspects of their clothing, before gesturing to a small wooden pin affixed to an outer layer of fabric. We keep a number of these devices, full of sound and language, but very few for thine own tongue. This is the only one for which we possess. I'm told it is an art piece, commissioned for a performance of thine own Shakespeare's Tempest, so that our predecessors could experience the work in its original form. 'Tis far too old and rare for it to marry with our equipment, and so the need to contact thee in words of another. Sarjet plucks a device from their outfit and offers it to you. Take it. The device is made of carved wood, or at least something that appears like it, depicting in a well-varnished grain of sailing ship washed against the rocks. As you pin it on your jacket, the ship begins to gently rock in place. 'Tis a gift from House Katri to thee, Captain. Thou hast rendered service to this house, and in return will do the same for thee. So long as thou wear it, it shall translate our words to thee and thine to us. Pray treat it kindly, for it's unique enough that we cannot offer replacement. Sajret splays their arms again as to emphasize the end of the statement. What is next? I should have asked about the conflict, but oh well. Sajret produces a data sphere and hands that to you as well. Within this, they say, is historical data from most of the worlds within our space. Combined with thy newfound graces of our language, thou shouldst find thine efforts of our worlds and cities to be more revealing and fruitful. Officially, thou shalt be a patronized guest of House Catridge, and shall proceed with our protection and our blessings. Thou mayst be able to purchase a certain set of petty works without frustration, but most of our technologies require vetting that, as an alien, may take the time and effort to fulfill. Shouldst the prospect interest thee, thine assistance with jobs and other tasks would doubtless help to prove thee to be an ally to our people. Sajret pauses to adjust their clothing once again. I must bid thee now farewell, Captain Aaronshats. Catridge will continue to apprise ourselves of thine actions. I hope that next we speak shall be in equally positive terms. With this, Sajret and their escorts return to the vehicle, which glides back onto the lake. By the time that the Superior personal ship is ready to take off, the ripples on the water have almost entirely dissipated, and the first glimmers of sunlight are creeping over the distant hills. All right. I knew something like this was a possibility too. You can't just if you do something good, this is not the kind of game that's gonna not be like, you screwed up. I think this is the kind of game that rewards you for doing something good. And that's where we are. So let's see where this takes us.